Hello, welcome back, Steve's Retirement Corner. I'll never have enough to retire. That's exactly what I thought, man. You know, and here I am. Before I retired, exactly what I thought for years. And here I am getting ready to start my 4th year of full-time retirement. And I love it, man. I've enjoyed every minute of it. And we ain't skipped a beat. It's not like we've had to cut back on anything. Ain't like we're really concerned about anything. You know, life has went on just like it did when I was working, except for now I'm no longer working. So, I mean, what's not to like? Where I screwed up, man, was I listened to all them rules of thumb, you know, and I did a video back right about the time I retired. I don't know if it was just before or just after, about not buying somebody else's retirement. Because that's essentially what you're doing. It's working like a layaway, man. You know, you're putting $100 down every day or week or month or whatever for 40 years, and eventually you get to go pick up your whatever you bought. You know? So, I mean, and I didn't know what to expect in retirement. I had no idea. It was a total mystery to me. I see how other people did it, you know, and I got little hints there here and there, and you know, I cherry-picked the best parts that I thought would work for me, and that's what I went after. I didn't look for having enough. I looked for being comfortable, having a comfortable retirement. And comfortable retirement is, I don't think as much as an individual perception as having enough is. You know what I mean? Having enough means something different totally to everybody. But being comfortable, I think everybody kind of understands what comfortable is, you know? Because you've had times in your life where you've struggled, you know? And that's not comfortable. And that's not the way I wanted to go into retirement. It's where you got enough to cover all your needs, and you got a little extra jingle in your pocket at the end of the month for maybe a little emergency, put some tires on, or have an air conditioner installed, or maybe it just flat out blowing and enjoying, you know. To me, that's comfortable, and that's all I was looking for. And you know, it's hard to look to have a comfortable retirement, because all that noise they put out there about daggone retirement, you know, and it's such an individual pursuit. You can't go by them rules of thumb. 4% withdrawal. You got to have 10 times your final salary. Everybody needs $1 million, and I ain't got a bitter thing wrong with any of that stuff. I think they work great for me. They were a curse, and they were a benefit to me. They were a curse because I was trying to do what everybody said I should do, and it's not. I ended up buying somebody else's retirement, so we actually have more than we actually needed. So I mean, you know, it was a curse in that matter. I actually stayed in it longer than I really had to. But honestly, I wasn't ready. I was just barely ready when I did go. So, I mean, mentally wise. But, you know, but then again, it was a blessing, because I went after all them milestones, and I pursued everybody, all them people that's supposed to know what the heck they're talking about, you know. And I pursued all that stuff, and I was able to step out a little bit early. So, I mean, it was both a blessing and a curse. And the same goes for that $1 million thing. Hey, man, I think that's a gold standard. I think that's what everybody ought to shoot for. Everybody ain't going to need it, but you don't know. You might need 10 million. Pinning down enough is a hard thing to do. So I pinned down, you know, comfort, you know, and that worked better. And the goalpost doesn't keep moving either. Like, getting enough the goalpost keeps moving. Whether you move it or whether somebody else does, it just does. That's what I was going to say about that $1 million. You can't tell me I couldn't live off of 999,000 as well as I could $1 million. So I mean, it's arbitrary. All that stuff is. You have to. It's so individual. You got to get your budget down. You got to see what your guaranteed money you got coming in, and then you look for the shortfall and try to figure out a way to fill it. You know. And but that, if I'd have had $1 million the year I retired, I would have never retired. My first thought is if the market dropped, or I had to buy something, well, then I no longer got $1 million. I'd have hung in there 4 or 5 more years easy, because I don't want to make sure I had enough. It's just the way I work. I just thought about this the other day. So, but anyways, man, shoot for comfort. Don't shoot for enough. Enough is an ever-moving target. And comfort, as long as I got enough to make our needs and got a little jingle left over, Doc, I'm happier than heck. As simple as that. It don't take much, man. And there's a lot of stuff about retirement I can't really say on here. I mean, I could tell you that it don't cost as much to retire as you think it does. You don't have no idea till you get out there, and then you find out. But that's not true for some people. For me, and it's not true for me. I mean, we need every dollar that I figured we was going to. That was one thing about retirement I got right before I retired, was our budget. But it was easy for me. I went, paycheck replacement. My thought was, if we living okay on this cash now, we ought to be fine in retirement. So, but I did go do the hard work. Me and the baby sat down and done all the figuring, run the numbers, and come up with a budget. But, so I screwed up a lot. I didn't know what I was stepping out into. But once I finally made the decision, Doc, I never looked back, and I ain't going to. They can shove that plant as far as I'm concerned. But anyways, man, hey, we got a live tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern. If you feel like showing up, man, that'd be cool. If not, hey, we'll catch you on the flip side. But anyways, well, I think we'll do some catching up, because it's been over a week since I made a video. So, but we'll see. But anyways, man, y'all take care. Make a beautiful day out of it. And we'll talk to y'all later.